Hi BookTube! I actually want to come on here and talk about something other than BookTube, and that is the other content that I watch on YouTube. I don't exclusively use YouTube to watch BookTube. I have a range of other hobbies and other people make videos about those. So I'd like to share with you some of the other content on YouTube that I like to watch. So one of my major hobbies outside of reading is actually cooking, and I love creating new recipes and watching cooking shows, and I've actually discovered another community on YouTube that does home cooking videos, and the primary videos I watch from them are actually called What's for Dinner videos, where they show the suppers that they cook for their families or for themselves throughout a week. There's also parts of, I guess, CookingTube, I guess you could call it, that aren't just home cooking. So for example, I love Barry Lewis, who has a few series. One's about testing kitchen gadgets, another one is called 4-3-2-1, where he makes 4 dishes, generally a dessert, a drink, a starter, and a main, using 3 ingredients for you to try one time in your life, I think is the way he does it. There's also Grackle, where she tries certain food related challenges, and Sorted Foods, which does interesting cooking related content such as, you know, pass it on recipes, testing pretentious ingredients, I'll link these channels down below for you to check out. Another thing I love to watch on YouTube are UK quiz shows. Most of these shows feature UK celebrities, mostly comedians, doing quiz shows. Some of my favorite to watch are QI. I love watching the XL versions. 8 out of 10 Cats does Countdown, and Richard Osman's House of Games, and Would I Lie to You. I also love watching quiz shows that kind of feature just ordinary people, such as Pointless and Only Connect. I can't really link these channels, but if you just search those names, they'll pop up. I love watching home cooking videos put out by ordinary people because it's achievable cooking in your everyday life. You know, I also love watching professional chefs, but I sometimes feel like there's a disconnect between them and home cooks. So seeing ordinary people in their home kitchen cooking ordinary meals gives me a lot of ideas that I can actually cook in my real life as well, and affordable ideas. I also like it because it gives me more direct meal ideas, because it's like, here, let's make a lasagna, or let's make this chicken casserole, as opposed to, you know, these ingredients that you're only going to use once and then not ever use again in your life if you're watching professional cooks. And it not only gives me those direct meal ideas, but also seeing how people use different spices, or how they cut their vegetables even, or how they cook their meal is like a really interesting learning process, and I've learned a lot of interesting ways to do things in my own kitchen from them. I love watching the quiz shows, and the UK seems to have the monopoly on this. They're a great mix of humor and learning, I find, and just general knowledge, and there's no better way to learn, I think, than with laughter. I still remember that Titan, a moon of Saturn, has methane lakes on it because Ross Noble joked about throwing Ewoks into giant fart lakes on QI one time.
If I could stand on a planet and throw an Ewok into a lake of fart, that'd just be... that'd be like...
Smash it into a
But you
fart
couldn't,
lake.
because it'd shatter. So you
Even
wouldn't...
better! So I could be tossing Ewoks into a lake of fart.
That's your heaven. Everyone has their own heaven. That's yours.
They're also just easy watching, something to have on while you're distracted or doing something else. Would I ever make another channel similar to what I'm watching? I have thought about making a home cooking channel, but I'm not 100% sold on it because it requires a lot of editing, and I really rather devote more of my time to BookTube than sacrifice the quality of content here in order to do more videos. So I'm going to try and kind of include more cooking content on this channel in my vlogs, but for now I have no plans on starting another channel. However, I would be willing to participate in a UK panel show for whatever reason. You know, I'm not exactly a UK celebrity, but that would be pretty awesome to do. At least go to a filming, you know. I'd just like to ask you, you know, aside from like BookTube content, what other things do you like to watch on YouTube? I'm looking forward to your recommendations, and thank you for watching.